Redemption is made! But can I get out now? Whoa! Just about. Woohoo! Hey, how we doing there everyone? Welcome back. So today we've got the Kawasaki ZX-9R and I'm going to do something, or attempt to do something, that I've never done before, and that is a burnout. So I think I know the basic principle of what you've got to do here with this, but I've not looked at any videos or anything like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit on the bike, I'm going to stand up on the bike, I'm going to hold the front brake in as much as possible, and at the same time basically just release the clutch out to bite point as I'm giving it some revs. So we'll see if this works, and I've tried to find a place that is fairly concealed, so because people don't like seeing things like burnouts, do they? Right, here we go. So front brake in. Okay, some more revs. That's the thing I'm worried about with this, is the wheel catching and propelling me forward. Okay, there's something going on with the clutch here as well, because it's actually pushing me forward. Okay, well that's something new. Ugh, I can't get it into neutral either. Alright, let's give it a little bit of slack. Can't get it out of neutral now. Okay, well I wasn't expecting this. Alright, let's turn the bike off. Let's just get it. Okay, yeah, the clutch is being a bit funny. Right, there is neutral, but you can see it's got quite a lot of slack in it. So I'm kind of wondering if this is burning out the clutch, which I bet you it is. Yeah, we're going to explain in a little bit why burnouts are kind of dumb and why really you shouldn't be doing them. But let's try it again. Alright. Okay. Yeah, getting it in and out. It's good this time. Okay, here we go. It wants to go down towards a little hill here. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Oi! That's always handy, isn't it? Right, try it again. Here we go. Yeah, it wants to grip. Wow, it's doing it again. Holy shit. Okay, this is absolutely killing this clutch. This is absolutely destroying my clutch. Yeah, look at how much I've given it out here. And yeah, it's not happy at all. Okay, we might have to end this video a little bit prematurely. And oh, just noticed this is all wobbly as well. Okay, I got some stuff to fix with this bike. Look at that. Alright, so I was gonna come on to this after I'd actually done a proper burnout, but I mean, you can see I've managed to lose grip a little bit there. But the reason why it's stupid is because it just wears out the bike in all sorts of places. It wears out the tyres, just a total waste of rubber. All of that, total waste of time. What was the point? And this was not a new tyre, but it was pretty good. It had lots of tread on it. The clutch, this thing has got a brand new clutch, and the amount of adjustment I've had to do just in this video up at the handlebar, I mean, yeah, there's more adjustment I can do here, of course, but just the amount of adjustment I've had to do there already just tells me everything I need to know about doing burnouts. Total stupidity, and there's really no point doing them. I mean, it's annoying because I set up a few extra cameras to actually get some proper smoke going, but yeah, every single time whenever the wheel was losing traction, it was moving over towards the well, kind of downwards here towards the hill. But okay, I'm a little bit annoyed about that, because literally this clutch has probably got like, wow, I don't know, less than 2,000 miles on it, something like that, maybe even less than that. So that has kind of annoyed me, if I'm being totally honest with you, but I'm sure the clutch is fine. I did ride this bike out, I don't know, I've been riding for about half hour trying to find somewhere to shoot this video, so it's not like as if it hasn't got plenty warm enough. But yeah, how ridiculous is that? Okay, so things that burnouts do to a motorcycle. It's a waste of rubber, total waste of rubber, waste of clutch. A perfectly good clutch, a brand new clutch, a total waste of clutch. Waste of fuel, total waste of fuel. They are stupid, but they're also really dangerous, all right? The one thing I really didn't want to happen, and well, we didn't really get that much of a chance to do it, is if I accidentally let go of the brake, or what it was doing is that it was still actually engaging the gear even though I pulled the clutch in all the way, that the tyre would gain traction again and throw itself up the road. Because I think we've all seen clips of that happening, and yeah, it is terrifying. So, I mean, yeah, people do burnouts to look cool and things, and whatever. I kind of understand it, but it's not something that I would ever recommend you do. Alright, never ever do burnouts on your motorcycle. It is not worth it. The amount of extra wear and damage that you do to your bike is not necessary in any way, shape or form, and they can kill you. Or at least they can totally wreck your bike if you lose control. But so this video isn't about how to do a burnout necessarily. It's more about how dangerous a burnout can actually be. And I hope that this has gotten across that message. Just before we wrap up this video, I'll take it out for a bit of a test ride just to make sure that the clutch is actually working all right. But whilst the bike is off at the moment, I'm sure it's cooling itself down and everything. But yeah, that clutch is very hot. I can feel it even through my glove there. Yeah, very, very hot. It's similar to kind of when you're trying to pull wheelies and things, you put in a lot of pressure on the clutch, because the way our clutch works is that you've got friction discs that are constantly rotating. And what happens is that as they get closer together and they sandwich, they grip, and that is what drives the shaft inside the gearbox. And then of course the gearbox is all in here, and then that drives the drive chain, and then of course the rear wheel. But the friction material, if you're not careful, does wear out very, very quickly if you do things, if you do stupid things like this. If you do things like drag racing, if you're doing things like wheelies all the time and you're not doing them very good, you're doing things like burnouts all the time and you're not doing them very good either, yeah, that clutch will wear out really damn quickly. But I am surprised at how much the clutch is wearing out here just by doing not even 2 burnouts. I think 2 burnouts is all we managed to do. Can't believe it. Unless it is just the clutch that I've got. It is not a fancy clutch, it's a really cheap clutch. So maybe the clutch is the problem. Let me know down in the comment section below if you do a lot of burnouts, if you do them a lot. Do you use some kind of special clutch or something like that? Let me know. Alright everyone, so let's take the ZX-9R out for a little ride just to make sure it's all okay. I'm sure it's fine, but you never know with these things, and especially with the amount of clutch adjustment that I had to give it just now. I mean, that's probably, there's no play in that, so that's probably a little bit too much clutch adjustment, but still a pain in the ass. That'll do for now. All right, so yeah, let's take the bike out and let's see how it feels after doing some really silly little burnouts. That was from 2 piddly little burnouts. So let's see what damage I've done to this bike after 2 really, really poor little burnouts. All right, let's put it in gear. All right, I think, yeah, I've still got too much clutch. That seems better. We'll ride with that. See how we do. But it wouldn't surprise me if, whilst we're out and about, the clutch starts slipping. Would not surprise me. I mean, on these little roads here, we're not going to be able to get up to any sorts of speed, but bike seems to be okay. Man, I can't believe it. Yeah, little 2 baby burnouts, and that's the damage that it's done. That's the wear it's done. I mean, that's probably like 1,000 miles worth of damage done to the bike. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe it. Because a clutch, how long should a clutch last? I don't know. If you're adjusting it correctly, I don't know, maybe 25, 30k? Something like that, maybe even more than that. Depending on the kind of clutch that you've got. And clutches in cars, for God's sake, they should be lasting 100,000 miles at least before they start to wear out. So I think it's a reasonable kind of guess. I'm sure that there are bikes out there that go their entire working lives without any new clutches, without a new clutch. But let's see. I mean, I've given it a little bit extra to bite onto, so we'll see. It feels all right so far. I'll give you all an update, I suppose, at some point in the near future with how the bike is doing, but yeah, it seems to be all right. Yeah, it picks up okay. If you got any tips for anyone who wants to do burnouts, if they want to do stunting or something like that, because that's a perfectly legitimate excuse for doing burnouts on a motorcycle, is if you're looking to do some kind of stunting in the near future, then definitely drop your tips down in the comments below. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was really kind of hoping for a bit more action than what I got, but it does kind of creep you out when your clutch just wears out an awful lot in a really short space of time because of what you're doing. You know, a motorcycle isn't designed to do burnouts unless you build a stunt bike. It's not designed for it. A stock one isn't designed for it, and I've seen it so many times before where people do burnouts and it's a total fail. Yeah, you see so many fails where it just ends up so badly, and I mean, you kind of think to yourself, well, okay, maybe they didn't care about the bike, so whatever. But the fact that I've seen clips before of people doing burnouts at like a house party or something like that in their back garden, and there's loads of people just there enjoying themselves, having a drink and what have you, and then there's this moron doing a burnout and then they lose control of the bike, and either the bike ends up flying into the guests, or I don't know, goes into a pool or something that they've got in the back garden. Just totally outrageous. So well, I hope I got a little bit of footage there. I haven't reviewed it yet, so we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit of a redemption video on this bike, But I'm glad I did it on this bike and not on one of the others, because I really wouldn't be happy if one of the other clutches on one of the other bikes burnt out because of trying to do stupid stupid burnouts. I'm sure that once you've gotten over the friction of the tyre, that it, you know, at that point you can leave the clutch engaged and it wouldn't be any extra wear on the clutch. But it's getting to that point that really wears out the clutch. And regardless of how this video was going to turn out, that was always going to be one of my points of why they're stupid, is just because of the clutch wear. And a clutch on a bike isn't that difficult to fix, to be fair, right? We've done it on this bike. A good couple of hours, 3 hours work, and you've got a new clutch. It's fairly straightforward job to do. But it's not something that you want to do because you were doing too many burnouts or you're trying to do too many burnouts. I don't know. It's dumb. But anyway, everyone, thank you ever so much for watching this one. I hope you've at least got a little bit of a kick out of me failing to do burnouts in this one. So leave that like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and if you've got any motorcycling tips or tricks for any of our community. Thanks again, take care, ride safe, and we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one. Woo! Redemption is made. But can I get out now? Woo! Just about. Woo!